Welcome to 100 Gems Podcast, home of the champs, baby. And today we got Mone and Minister Tone, and we're going to be chopping it up about a number of different topics out here. Everybody kicking it about Katt Williams, T.D. Jakes, in whom I am so sorry to hear all this old crazy stuff about dude, because I like it. Anyway, though, let me go ahead and introduce my guy. Hey, Minister Tone, come on in, man. Introduce yourself, man.
Happening?
Let the people know what's happening.
Hey, man, look, it's a pleasure, man. 100 Gems, you know, I'm excited because, you know, to be around a good group of brothers that's putting the knowledge out here, you know, that's real beneficial, especially in the time we live in now, you know, as well as engaging in different topics like this. Is, you know, it's also in the way that things are going, brother, you know, it's a must. You know what I'm saying? So I'm grateful to 100 Gems, brothers like you know what I'm saying?
My man.
Welcome me to the show, man. I really appreciate it, man.
For sure. Mone.
What's happening?
What's up, baby?
Hey, man, you know I'm home, man.
Yes, sir. They say
it's home of the champs, right?
Yeah, that's it, baby. Come on with it. Hey, we got our guy Deontay. He got a couple questions for us. He gonna throw them out there, man. We gonna catch him, see how fly they is, man. We gonna do our thing. Come on, Deontay, give us one of them questions, man.
Okay. We gonna start with what's your take on the Katt Williams interview?
Ooh, you at home. I'm the guest. I don't know. Y'all tell me what's going on.
People saying it was the greatest interview of the 21st century.
Say, Deontay, I'm gonna chime in on that one, man. Mm-hmm. The thing is, old Katt. Now, Katt kicked the bobo though, and he really did. And then, man, Katt made me start looking at him a different kind of way in the interview. And then him as a man, as a person, and entrepreneur. The man got a lot of things going on. And he ain't no dummy, nowhere near and coming up with it. And they ain't really said nothing to him about it, man.
Hey, listen, ain't not one person called the man a liar yet.
No.
That's been the record.
And actually,
I noticed that too.
That's been the record. Nobody's called him.
Ice Cube.
They actually said it was the truth.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Not one person stood up and said, "Man, you lying."
Hey,
not
man.
one.
Another thing though, Katt be going in. I seen, you know, they had they got some little YouTube video, man. And Katt be going in on folks, man. You know.
You gotta appreciate brothers like Katt Williams. You know, just looking at how. I don't know if you guys can remember a little while back where they tried to label him as crazy.
Oh, yeah.
A drug addict, only to come full circle. And here it is. He's got the world stage and where he can deliver his truth. And his truth is adding up, like you say. You know, ain't nobody called him a lie yet.
And they listening. That's the thing.
They're listening.
Hey, the funniest thing was my man Mike Epps. Mike Epps got mad, man. But you know, in a comedian way. He say, man, the man didn't even mention my name, man. He said the man wore a fake Fendi jacket on the interview. Mike said, man, I just wanted the man to say something about me, man. The man won't even say nothing about me. I want some of that free $40 million in 2 days, man.
That's right. So did. Yeah, man.
Man, that's the thing. Hey, but you know, like they say, nobody said he lied, and it truly sounded like he was keeping it 100. You know, even when he was dissing the folks, man. You know, he really was giving it to him, man. Like they some marks. Yeah. You know, almost like, you know, and I like him. I like Steve. I like Said. You know what I mean? Said could have did a couple things different though.
Yeah.
I say that, and some of his specials. You know what I mean? But man, moving on. What about, man, this stuff with T.D. Jakes and P. Diddy?
But you know what? I wanted to say something about Katt Williams before we move on.
Come on with it, man. Come on now.
It's one thing about the truth, right? Now, Katt came out with his delivery at the Shay Shay show, and he delivered, what was it, almost 3 hours of information, right? Based on his truth. Nobody called him a lie, right?
Right.
So when I look at truth and look at how he delivered it, it's like, you know, it makes sense. It makes sense. You know what I'm saying? But he was willing to sacrifice himself. He was willing to step out there alone, because one thing I know about the truth gonna hold you up.
Yeah, and
the truth gonna hold you up.
Don't need no help.
And it don't need no help.
No assistance.
No assistance. Little old Katt Williams.
One thing I'm
breaking them off.
Katt, hey man, the man understand marketing to the fullest.
He do.
Because
yes, he do.
Listen what the man just did, man. The man broke the internet, and now they just said the man selling out shows that ain't even here yet. Like, you know what I'm saying?
Hey, but he funny too, though. Katt funny too.
He funny.
Katt funny too, though, man. Katt funny, and he a smart funny. You know what I mean? You got some folks, man. He a smart and natural. He got some of that natural thing, and you know, it's a gift. You know, and the man, I believe the man respect his art. And he respect the business.
And you know, the biggest thing that stick out in that conversation is the exploitation of black men that have to go to this so-called Illuminati ritual of wearing a dress.
Oh, wait.
And he blew them all out of the water. He didn't minimize it. He just told the truth, because then all these videos start showing up, like Ari Spears rubbing some dude's back and kissing him. I'm like, what is this, man? The truth supported him. Exactly. So the truth came out. And I'm like, oh my, you know, so Hollywood is what they want to call it. Hollywood, you know, have their agenda. And we got a brother like Katt that exposed them all. He exposed them all for what it was. And a lot of people don't like it, but those that like the truth,
yeah,
they cheering them on.
Hey, the truth gonna set you free though, man. You know, and then when you enter all that old crazy, you know, different kind of stuff, man, it always come to the light, man.
Yes,
and the bigger you is, you know, the bigger the light is. You know what I'm saying? I know this thing going on with like Puff, man. Puff just had all kind of things going on, and then now we got the booty parties and all that, man. And, you know what I'm saying? It's all kind of folks caught up in the game, caught up in the booty party, man. I'm talking about, come on, man. I'm talking about, man. I'm talking about, and I would like to say some good folks are really, man. I'm hoping that they still good folks, man. You know, all of it ain't real. Come on, say it ain't, but they ain't said nothing either.
Somebody ain't lying. Hey, listen. Somebody ain't lying. That's all I got to say.
When Puff said, take that, it got a whole different meaning to it now.
Hey. One thing, though, is
it's sad, though, man. You know, it's sad because, you know, you look at a brother who's done good, right?
Right. And
then, you know, you mentioned T.D. Jakes. Okay, look. So, but you look at the brothers who have done good, and then you get this divided so-called community of people that want to, you know, say, well, he deserved it, or he this and he that. You know, I mean, what would you do if you was a millionaire at 19 and you done exhausted all of your pleasurely desires? You see what I'm saying? Like, okay. I'm talking about, this is no excuse for people like Puff Daddy and them weirdos that's doing all these freaky things. You know what I'm saying? No. But you got to think of it in the context. This cat been a millionaire longer than he been on this earth. You know what I'm saying? So ain't nothing for him to have 10 of the finest women doing whatever he want them to do. But that went on for years. And then now, see, whenever there's excess, sin is readily available on another level.
Yeah, no doubt.
So you think about brothers like Puffy, when 10 beautiful women don't do it no more. I need to watch it now. Now I don't want to watch it now. Now I need somebody to do it to me now. You know, like it goes, you know, sin just keeps going and going and going and going, you know, to another level. And that's where he's at. He done maxed out. He's sitting next to Satan.
That makes sense too, though. It really do, because you know, to what I call it, man, they went down the rabbit hole. You know what I mean?
Yes.
And then, like, you know, one of the things I gotta say, man, I just want to mention about old T.D. Jakes. I gotta say, man, one of the things about me, I always would be going for the word of God. I never tripped on who was delivering it, especially if I caught it and it applied, and I heard it, you know what I mean? I ain't see it came from this joker here, even though it came from this joker here, man. And he had a way of delivering and this, that, and the other. Of course, you gotta listen through the hoopla. You know what I mean? You got to really pay attention, man. And I'm one of them cats, man. I'll be looking for the word, and I know that God, man, He'd use a rock if He got to.
Well,
He didn't use donkey.
You got to think about it. It's been going on because think about Kurt Franklin. Remember when they got down on Kurt Franklin?
Yeah.
So it's been going on. You know what I'm saying? Kurt was just smart enough that he took it and twisted it in his favor. So now they off of Kurt.
Yeah.
But TDJ should have known. I just feel like
I'm talking about, but how couldn't you
listen,
think about
you
this?
TDJs, you walking into a Puff Daddy party.
Come on, how you gonna not know?
So that's all I'm saying.
That's what did it.
Hey,
so you had to know.
Hey, I got one. I
know.
got a question, man. Now, because we think about this. TD Jakes. Who TD Jakes is, everybody know him around the world, the whole nine, and they know him for mostly good reasons for helping people.
That's right.
And he has. That's right. We can't take away none of his accomplishments.
That's right.
You dig what I'm saying? And his knowledge and his ability to go deep. I'm talking about the man know how to go to some different spiritual places and deliver the word. Now, how in the world you didn't go deep enough into P. Diddy party before you went?
You know what?
Or he did go deep.
And you know what?
Take that.
Too deep.
And you know what? I gotta say,
man.
I gotta say from a minister standpoint, right? Being totally transparent, what people have done. Now I've looked at that and said to myself, we don't really know. We can get an idea. First of all, it's a birthday party. We don't know if Puff asked him to come pray or whatever, but it just don't look good with him. He should assess the fact, or no cameras, look, whatever, and did it the right way. Because you at a Puff Daddy party, everybody know how Puffy party. So it don't look good, and I think it was bad judgment on his part. But what I want to address...
Especially if it was true.
Right, especially if it was true. So what I want to address from a minister standpoint, like you said, the man has done great things. He has done great things. And what people tend to do, especially in the black church, is put all of the faith into the man of God instead of God.
Yes, sir.
So here it is, TD Jakes, a flawed individual just like me. I'm Minister Tone, and every now and then I'll curse, and every now and then I'll do something wrong or whatever. But that does not negate the fact that God has a calling on my life to reach those designated people that He want me to reach.
Say, man, but you ain't going that deep.
No, but see, it's a bigger stage, right?
Got to be.
It's a bigger stage.
Hey,
so what are you saying?
That's a bigger
Minister
thing.
Tone, let me
That's a bigger thing.
So you saying he should, because he's on a bigger stage, you're saying that he should have had a heightened level of awareness?
No. What I'm saying is this right here. A child to be able to catch that. You the minister, this, that, and other. I know you from all this. Why is you with that band?
Shouldn't be.
You ain't got no business with this band that everybody so-called know about. I'm talking about. I'm just now really finding it because it's splattered all over, and it's. I'm talking about. My goodness, all kinds of things up in there.
Hey,
man.
Minister Tone, if I invite you to an Ice Mone party, man, just know.
It's going
my hit record was Shorty Thick Than a Mug. Okay. So listen. If I invite you.
But Shorty gonna be thick though. This is gonna be a real Shorty.
So now they gonna be there. So you gotta think in your head like, hey, I know Mone.
That's right.
Listen.
Now he made a valid point.
Yes.
He made a valid point, right?
Yes.
So Ice invite me to the party.
Right.
I know they gonna be letting it all hang out, big booty, fine, whatever, right? As a minister, I had to say to myself, first of all, I gotta call him. Hey man, I know you invited me over. What you need me to give y'all some blessings or something, and you know, I'll be out there because you know I can't party with you.
Right.
I can't be there, you know, but I'll come and bless you. I'll come and give you my blessings, and I got to get on up out of there, right? Now, the sin sick side of me, right, that I don't have in check, would say, I'm gonna go hang out with Ice for a little while.
He my guy.
You know, he's my guy. He all right. Because Jesus hung out with the criminals. Jesus hung out with the prostitutes. Jesus hung out with... No, this is the excuse people give.
Okay, but Jesus ain't hang out with Jody, Bill, and Bob at the booty show.
But this is the excuse.
He ain't going to no booty shows, man.
The mind of the people, the mind of the masses take biblical truths and twist them to make believe what they want it to be.
Oh.
And this is one of the, they say, well, Jesus hung out with such and such. Why can't TD Jakes hang out at a Puff Daddy party?
No.
This is what the people are saying.
No, the people are saying, Mr. Jason hung out at the booty party, man. Not at a puff. It ain't even a puff. It ain't no puffy thing no more. This is the new thing where you messing with boys.
He walk in. If
you said straight booty party.
If his sole reason was to pray and bless the party, we gonna hold hands.
They should have had it.
So now listen.
Yes,
this
sir.
is the picture you see on social media.
Yes, sir.
Everybody holding hands. TJ's praying. Then he out of there.
He out of there. That's right.
Nah.
He was at the party.
He was at the party.
He was at the party because you saw him at the party clapping and twitching and whatever and doing what we supposed to do. And the truth is, and that, hey man, bless his heart, and we need to pray for TD Jakes because he done a lot of good.
I agree.
But that
I
was
do agree.
that was no place. That was no place for him to be.
That wasn't no place, man.
Where your CEO ain't dancing.
Yeah, man. That ain't
all in the video. Well, they ain't all in the video.
Hey,
I ain't trying to warn her.
Hey, Mone, then
my God.
they got the fellas, some of the victims coming out, man. You know the dudes.
Yeah, they had
these dudes. I'm like, man,
I didn't see that.
These look like football players, and this that's coming out saying, and they took me, and I'm like, man, how you get took though? Dude, you don't look like you're supposed to be getting took nowhere, man.
It's a cold game, man.
Man, it's a cold game.
And the truth is, man, when whatever's in you gonna eventually come out, you know. That's why it really takes that diligent prayer and fasting and doing what you got to do. And I always say it like this, though. For me, it's be transparent. You know, Scripture says, confess your sins one to another, right? It's a reason for that. It's because if you know my weakness and you my brother, you can hold me accountable.
Right.
But a secret sin means that you're going to suffer in silence, and eventually, just like a sheep in wolf clothing, it's going to get hot and itchy, and you're going to bust out on the funk like Rick James, baby. I can't take it no more. And it's coming out.
Rick James busted out for real.
Hey, it's coming out. I'm talking about burning them with the crack pipe and all.
Hey, listen, that was my guy, man.
Yeah.
Rick, man.
Yeah.
So, listen here, but that's I think too, as we evolve, you know, but I can't see, you know, once again, I'm gonna say it like this: they done went down the rabbit hole, man.
Yeah, they
you know, I mean, I done heard other fellas kick it about, you know, the Illuminati, and then the 8, 9, 10 stars, and before you know it, it's you know, they ain't got, you know, don't have to answer to nothing. They ain't got no name. I'm no name, and this, that, and other. And I tell my man, get to pulling paperwork out and all. Be like, oh no, man, that's the rabbit hole, man. You know what I'm saying? You done went too damn far. You know what I'm saying? And got caught up down there in the rabbit hole.
And you know why? You know what? It's like somebody ain't lying. Because
somebody ain't
when
lying.
The truth comes out, it comes out. And the fact is, now let's just say this, like, okay, TD Jakes accused of this and all that, right? Something in there you're guilty of.
Yeah.
Something. Because why would your name even come up in all of this? See, that's what I'm going at. Because we can all say allegedly, but the fact that your name is in this, man, and then you got other people, little boys that are grown now saying they paid the families off and he ready to tell his piece because now he grown and all. Oh, man, that don't sound good.
No, not at all. And then I gotta say,
sound
man,
good at all, man.
You know, when you have that kind of a sense, you know, I'm gonna just say it. You know, you gotta have, and that's what you preach, sense. You preach sense. You know, man, pay attention.
That's right.
To yourself.
That's right.
Pay attention to your
That's
thinking.
right. That's
Pay
right.
attention to your feelings.
That's right.
Pay attention. You know, this is what he teaches, and he teaches it well.
Yes, sir.
You know what I mean?
Man, milk
I-
scripture,
I'm
boy.
talking about, come on. I didn't caught a number of divine, I believe, pieces that he delivered. How in the world you not going to be able to assess the situation, man, from way off? I would have been able to see that, like, you know, a long way. Oh, man, gone. You know,
So let me ask you this. Let me say this. Let me ask you this. Ice, look. Let's just say he is guilty. Flat out guilty of all of that, right? And is a man of God that we know him to be, right?
Right.
What do we do with TD Jakes? Do we throw him away? Or do we say, hey, that was a man that fell victim to that sick sin part of him, and he needs forgiveness like anybody else, and we continue on loving him? That's not to negate the truth is the truth. Let's just say all the truth comes out, and he is guilty of all of that. What do we do with TD Jakes? Do we embrace him? Or do we say, man, we knew he was a phony. I knew he was a fake. I knew he was faking. All along, he was knocking them little boys off in the church. And na. So what do we do?
I you know, I got a little take on that, man. Of course, we forgive him.
Yes, that's right.
You know,
Gotta forgive him.
yeah, you got it, because he has done extremely too much, and you know, I believe he still may have more to do. Okay. You think it may not be on the scene that he got to do it before, if it is true. Mm-hmm. If it is true. And then how can you really forget, you know? Man, I can't, you know, yeah, man. If I'm on top, if I'm sitting up here chopping it up with you, man, and I know.
You know, you're fully aware.
I know. You've been at the booty parties, kicking
Right.
it at the
Right.
booty parties, man.
Right.
You did? I'm talking about, you know, that ain't going away. Because that's another kind of, that's some more spiritual stuff, man. You know, that's doing things on another plane, on another level. Every time, anytime, especially when you out here, you know, popping the truth.
And who knows how long?
But you know what's crazy?
Who knows how long it's
Don't
been
nobody,
going on?
man.
It's the black people though.
Come on,
because
bro.
I'm gonna say this right, and this gonna mess y'all up, right? The Catholic Church been doing it for 100+ years. That's what they known for.
You got to go back further than that, bro.
Well, I mean, you know, I just
I'll
threw
take you back to Pope Leo.
Oh, but you understand what
yes,
I'm saying,
sir.
though.
Yes.
So they been doing it,
But you know,
but they don't publicize. When they find out, you might just not hear from that. They send that Pope back, or they isolate him or something.
right.
But you know, it was TD Jakes and he black, so they hold him to a different standard, because again, them Catholics, man, been doing it. The Catholic Church, man, that's what they know.
That's what they known for.
Hey,
Yeah.
That's the crazy
that's
part.
what-
That's
hey,
what they known for.
one of the things too, though, they bust the Catholic Church out.
Oh yeah, they busted
They
him out.
gave it
Oh
to
yeah,
him.
they gave it to
It
him.
wasn't like they was just, you know,
They got away. 'Cause see,
yeah,
they
got
didn't
away.
just walk.
I'm talking about, and it was all. I thought it was all of them. Like, damn, everybody,
Be not,
man.
hey, God is
you
not
know?
mocked. Be not
I'm talking about,
deceived.
stop playing.
You gonna reap what
Yeah.
you sow. So, brother like TD Jakes, he's possibly guilty, right? And we say we should forgive him and move on, and possibly embrace him. Also, like my brother said, is the Catholic Church been doing that all along? It's kind of hard. Now, I'm gonna say this, and I'm gonna make my point. I was reading Matthew, the book of Matthew, before I got here, right? And it talked about false prophets, right?
Right.
And they're going to come among you, and you'll be real believable. Because I've heard a lot of people say, I knew he was a false. I knew he was fake. I knew he was this. You know, and it makes people in the Christian world, or in the spiritual world, so to speak, think like, what? Was he real or was he true or was he a deceiver? Was he this? You know, because you have people that come out. And then this is the controversial piece, is that you have people that says that he's a man, he's not God, and he has flaws. And then you got God saying, yes, the false prophet's going to come and deceive the masses and have you thinking that they really for me, but they against me. So be watchful, be diligent, and pay attention.
Well, who you gonna listen to?
Yeah.
God, that's who you listen to.
That's who you listen to. That's who you listen to.
Because he's going to show you.
They got on
the truth.
Creflo Dollar too, like that for a minute. Said he was a false prophet and all that. So
Yeah, I think they got at Creflo because Creflo was at some money. Creflo really was at them dollars.
hey, listen, man.
Hey, you know
They always talk about that man. What he buy the man? These people buy him $100 million plane or whatever. They always talk about that plane. Creflo said, "Man, I gotta have it."
I ain't mad at him.
Hey, but you know, I can't get mad. You know, I remember, man. You know, when the Lord, you know, I believe that God, you know, had come to me and say, "Hey, man, you going into the minute?" I'm like, "Oh, man, you tripping? You got to be me going into the minute, Lord." Wait a minute, you know.
Right.
And I was thinking, at that time, I was at a I was transitioning. You know, it was the fork in the road type deal. And so I got to thinking about it real hard, man, and considering it, because this what the Lord says is going to happen, going down then, you know. I don't know how it's going to go down, but it's going down. And I was sitting up, man, I remember one day, so immediately I came up with Robert Harris Ministries. We finna be popping.
Okay.
I seen all kind of little billboards and this and that and that. And one day, man, I'm sitting at the house, and Peter Popoff came.
Peter Popoff.
Peter Popoff
Good
came.
Lord, have mercy.
Hey,
Peter
listen,
Popoff.
Order some of that water, man.
I think everybody ordered some of that water. The handkerchief or something. You just water, the little thing.
He was serious, but he got to popping and kicking it, and I seen myself doing the same thing. Oh, no, man. This ain't it, you know. I'm selling hot sauce. Hey, I ain't gonna lie, I would have had some of this slickiness. It would have been some flavored water. I guarantee you.
Hey, but you know what? Then again, we are living, and it's evident to everybody, man. Yeah, we're living in a time now where things are being exposed more so now than ever. And to also look at a brother like T.D. Jakes and say, man, you know, is he really a phony though? You know, like really, like, because I mean,
I don't believe that you know, God is going to allow you to go too far with his thing. My little relationship, man, I'm so happy to be just a friend of the Lord, man.
You know what though? This is my point I was going to make. You look at the this whole for the last 10, maybe 15 years, the ministry has been wrapped around prosperity preaching, right? T.D. Jakes is one of them. Creflo Dollar is one of them. What's the white guy named? Joel Osteen. The lady, the female lady.
Joyce Meyer.
Joyce Meyer. This is all under that prosperity preaching. And the truth is these people got filthy rich off of that, you know? And God ain't never charged nobody for his word. Jesus ain't never charged nobody.
You know, one of the things, you know, he didn't have to charge because they gave. You know, the Lord got to pick it. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. And that was off of folks giving, though. Freely giving. Yeah. It wasn't like he was coming in town, you know, and with his hands out. He wasn't like that, you know. At the same time, man, I believe in some of the giving. I believe in some of the prosperity, you know. But it's what's real prosperity, though. You know, prosperity to me is completely different, man. I got a young hot wife. I'm prosperous in the mud, man. I get to go home and kick the bobo, man, when I want to, how I want. And you know,
your soul is prosperous.
Yes, man, come on with it, man. I got some little chitlins running around looking crazy, man. All that.
That's right, brother.
You know, I'm talking about. I also have a vision. I have a dream. I have a path to go down, man. I just made it off of some crazy stuff, man. I'm still alive. I'm talking about, man, to me, man, you can't tell me. And I have to tell myself, like, dude, you tripping.
You winning, man.
You winning.
You winning, man.
I'm talking about, I don't care about, you're hurting and all. You're supposed to hurt. This is what you for.
Winning,
This how you win. You got to go through. You know what I mean? There's some things you're going to have to do to win. Because I remember being, in the spotlight, man, with all on TV with a big old turtleneck on. You did? I'm talking about, man.
That's that divine
you know what I'm saying? That happens. At the same time, that wasn't who I am. Now, this other thing, man, is, that's a whole nother. It's a whole nother deal, man. You know what I mean? That's a whole nother deal.
And I believe that people, man, like you said, people give freely, and that is how it should be. Like you said, Jesus, and this is a fact, you know what I'm saying? As he went along with his ministry, the disciples, they took care of each other. It's what they were supposed to do, as they moved along. But when you have such an influence on people, and you know this, and you know that you can go out on that stage and tell them that, listen, I have a prophetic word from God, and I need 200 people right now to give me $10,000 each, and you know it will happen? Come on, man. Come on now. I don't know what word that was, but they've all done it. They've all done it.
Now, what and
I don't know what word they got from God out of His word that said that I need y'all to give me this. Because if it ain't in there,
I ain't gonna lie, man. Listen here, I'm a curious guy. You know what I mean? I need to know what happened to my little 10 giant. You know what
my money go? Huh?
Where my 10?
Where my bread at?
Because I might want to put 10 more. I want to put 10 more to where my 10, where that 10 went. Let me put 10 more where that 10 went, so I can get some back. Right. We could do. I'm talking about, man. Of course, things have to be financed and things have to be paid.
That's true.
And I believe, man. God say, you're supposed to be blessed.
Right.
Now, at the same time, though, man, I would think that, it would be for the kingdom, really. And you over here, man, that don't mean you ain't got no side hustles.
So you know who the TV.
You know what I mean?
So
you ain't got to mess with God, kingdom stuff.
You know who the Katt Williams in the spiritual world, in the Christian world now? It's what's the brother name? He got the little frog voice. What's his name?
Dude be kicking it real hard.
Man, what's my brother name? Man, what's his name?
Myron Golden is a fella, man, who be he has, I believe, changed the game as far as being able, having the ability to intertwine why it's okay to get money and love God at the same time. Right. You know what I mean? And then how we really were created to be productive and to get money, have wealth, and leave it for our children. That's what that's part of the gift of life. You dig what I'm saying? And the man is able to articulate it in such a way where, he able to go in and grab the scriptures and apply them correctly.
Geno Jennings, my fault.
Geno Jennings?
Geno Jennings.
Come on.
Pastor Geno Jennings ain't no joke, man.
Okay.
Old school brother. And he is really rightfully dividing the word of truth, man. And he go a little south with things, you know what I'm saying? And I understand it because he old school.
Right.
But he talks about the tithing, talks about how the original church is set up, how things should be. I work for my own money.
Right.
The church don't have to fund me. They don't fund No Limit Ministries.
Right.
I fund my lifestyle.
Right.
The money that the people donate go back to the people.
Right.
And if things get better to a point, you might can take a little something for yourself or whatever,
right.
as a love offering, as a blessing.
Right.
Ain't nothing wrong with that because you're doing the work.
Right.
But it has its limits also. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm. On the ministries, man. Ministries to me came to me is serving.
Yes,
that's what ministry is to me. It's serving the people. and meeting
That's true.
their needs,
Yes.
real needs. You know what I'm saying? And when I seen it from that aspect, and I seen a dope fiend, I know this dope fiend really got way more areas in their life that need assistance than just that dope, But I do know also when they receive real assistance, real service, knowing that this is coming to help you, not take advantage of you.
Right.
You understand what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I'm talking about, man, the blessing, it boils over, man. It just go on and on and on. So ministries can be done in multiple different ways.
That's right.
You know what I'm saying? I know from back in the day, some of that old crazy stuff, but being able to guide someone down the right track, man, or off the wrong track, at least for that day. You know what I'm saying, man? Like, you don't want to do this today, man.
And ministry comes in many forms, brother. You got the drug ministry, you got the young teen ministry, you got the single women's ministry, the single men's ministry. But it has to be on point, man, and God driven and focus driven. Otherwise, people start putting their own beliefs and stuff in it, and that's where we at right now when we're dealing with brothers like T.D. Jakes and all these other brothers that we see from our standpoint have done good works. What we see is also the fall of man, so to speak. You know what I'm saying? The brokenness of man, because he's showing up. And that's why I always tell us, don't put too much faith in man. Put it all in God.
Put it all in God,
because
I agree.
T.D. Jakes going to let you down.
It's been a couple of those preachers, though, man, that I used to really, that I really like listening to. Because, it's keeping, because they be having a word, man. And that word, to me, man, it be coming from the Lord. Even because the Lord going to use anything and anybody he want so that you can catch this. It ain't like the Lord is hiding from nobody.
Come on, man.
He ain't hiding. He ain't in the back room, and he ain't over dude's house, man. Dude, the Lord is everywhere.
That's right.
And then we have to learn how to look for him from everywhere. Now, we're going to have some, of course, you're going to you better have a little wisdom and, a little spice to be able to do that effectively, And
that's, they say, I don't care if you're a Muslim or a Buddhist or whatever, they say spiritual principles are never in conflict with each other.
Yeah.
So from that spiritual, eyesight, I can see what's right and what's wrong. Like, if you're set out to give someone or help someone or be there and pray for someone or go help in any kind of way, how is that ever wrong? That ain't never wrong. That ain't never wrong. Or to do good to someone. That ain't so we'll never have a problem.
That's right.
But the problem comes when things start looking fishy, man. Man, no, nigga. No. How you gon' did we just collect $200? How you talking about you only got $120? Nigga, you slick.
Yeah.
What about $80
that's the thing, though. I believe, man, with all this information that's being, readily available for folks, man, to form opinions and have different ideas and spend it the way they want to, man. It's so important for us, man, to continue to pop the truth. You know what I mean? Sir. That's what I'm loving about this podcast. The spirit that's pushing this podcast, baby, is real and it's good. And it ain't going to bring nothing but the truth. And I know y'all going to love it because we ain't going to have no garbage up in here. This home of the champs.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. I love it, man. The truth, man. The truth going to keep you right, man. So, I think that, just summing it up on the brothers, T.D. Jakes and what he's going through, because being a minister, I have to understand from a couple of standpoints. Number one is that God is in control. Number two, people are going to always have their perception no matter what you do, right or wrong, right? So I have to be solid in my mission despite how you feel, because sometimes you might not like me today, but I still got a mission to do. And that's why I really admire people that life is an open book. Ain't no sneaking with me, brother.
Right.
Ask me something. You know what I'm saying? In fact, you ain't gonna have to ask because I'm gonna tell you.
Right.
You know what I mean? And then you can also watch me because everything lines up. You know what I'm saying? And that's one thing I think when we're starting to follow different leaders, watch them. Do they lifestyle add up? Is there some secret stuff going on that you can't see and you just putting it together to the best way you can, saying, well, he's a man of God and he this and that? No, man, we need literal examples. Jesus didn't hide. We don't need no hidden salami smugglers running around portraying to be one way, this way, and then when you're at home, you're this way.
Yeah.
And only God knows what some of these people that people worship are like behind closed doors, man.
The internet, Katt Williams just broke the internet.
Come on, man.
He just broke the internet. I'm talking about, so we really don't know what's going on. Yeah. Hey, well, y'all, listen here, man. This has been a real live conversation, man, and we can't wait to do this. We're going to be doing this every Thursday, getting together and just popping the thing. But before we go, we always want to ask, can you please give us a gem, give the people a gem to go home with, baby?
Go first?
Come on, Ice Mone, because he just got through popping some things.
No, man, I'm gonna let Mr. Tone go. You
gonna let me ride it?
Then I'm gonna invite you to this Ice Mone.
I ain't coming. Hey, look, y'all, I ain't coming.
Yeah.
I love my brother, but I ain't coming. I'm going home. Look,
I got a new song called.
Hey, look.
I'm gonna have Mr. Tone come here and watch it. Like,
Hey, y'all, that ain't the gym, y'all. That ain't the gym.
Oh, wow. You know what? Once again, it's been an honor, man. And I would like to say that, the world we're living in right now, I believe that a lot of things are going to be exposed, and some things, everybody's going to have something to say, right? But I believe that it's also a time in which that we as individuals, your own person, that it's time to really get down to business, because just like Katt Williams came out with the truth, just like his so-called allegations about T.D. Jakes and what he's doing, the truth is going to be revealed no matter what. So what is the truth about you? Are you who you say you are? Is your representative showing up more than the real you? Who are you really? What is the truth? So I think that now is a time that we settle in on who we are and live out our truths. And the truth is, the truth don't need no help. The truth is, the truth gonna always keep you free, keep you grounded, keep you molded, keep you moving forward. And God in his loving power and his grace and mercy gonna always direct people to the truth. Because Jesus said, I am the truth. I'm the way and the life. So if you want any kind of life, tap in to the truth. If you want to know the way, tap into the truth. That's all you got to do. And you'll be all right.
All right, Minister Tone. That's Minister Tone, baby. say, Ice Mone, Ice Mone. Hey, how thick was she again, man?
I ain't messing with Ice. Hey, look, I'm gonna pray over the phone. Look, I'm gonna pray over the phone. I ain't even coming.
Mr. Tone over there, Joe. When the girls gonna look at him and say, womp, D-womp, D. He gonna say, they caught me out.
I love it.
Yes, sir.
Oh, my brother. I'm praying over the phone. I ain't even coming, no.
Right away.
We're going to put him on speaker. Hey, look. Oh, man. Awesome.
Come on, give us a gem, baby.
Awesome, man.
Give us a gem, man. I know you got one for us.
Hey, man, my gem is, listen, if you don't want to be seen, don't be seen.
Ice gonna keep it ice cold. We keep it ice cold. Keep it ice cold if you want.
Listen, it's the beeper versus the iPad. See, back in my day, hey, it was the beeper.
Right.
You ain't getting seen on that beeper. Now they got iPads.
Hey, look.
So you got to pick your poison, man.
That's right. That's right.
Like I say, when you walk in the party, man, Hey, man, hold hands, pray, man, and get on up out of there, man, because anything after that, hey, man, it's open season.
It's over season.
Hey, like a cartoon, duck season, rabbit season.
That's right. and that's the truth. You shouldn't be there if you shouldn't be there.
Say, y'all, listen here, baby. That's another episode of 100 Gems podcast. And you got it straight from the mouths of the minister and Mr. Ice Mone. They telling you they just gave you some gems out of this world. Don't be in places you don't supposed to be. That's it. If you know it's wrong, get away. And you better find the truth. That's where it's at. Another episode, y'all. 100 Gems. Peace.